Spain walked out of Sofia with a convincing 3-0 victory, a result that looked clean and composed on the scoresheet but carried a nervous aftertaste for fans of both the national team and Barcelona. The win should have been headline comfort, yet the match ended with a worrying moment. Barcelona's teenage winger was seen leaving the pitch with visible discomfort, a back issue that forced the staff to substitute him and put his availability for the next match under an immediate cloud. That substitution transformed a routine international win into a countdown. Every training session, every touch in practice now matters because the clash with Turkey looms large and selections will be made at the last possible second. Coach Luis de la Fuente tried to strike a calming tone in his press briefing, repeating that injuries and fatigue are things to be managed carefully across a busy calendar and stressing that decisions will be made after monitoring the players in training. In particular, he underlined that Ferran Torres has been training well and is very much in the frame, language that signals confidence in a player who has the international record and the experience to step into a leading role if needed. That combination of reassurance and caution is exactly what you'd expect when a nation balances youth dynamism against the demands of long-term tournaments and club season fitness. For Barcelona supporters, the situation carries extra weight. Lamine Yamal is not just another teenager, he's become one of those players whose very availability affects more than one scoreboard. A start would spark headlines about his continuing rise and keep a bright spotlight on his Ballon d'Or chatter. A precautionary benching would feed a different narrative, one about player workload, protection of young talent, and how clubs and national teams negotiate minutes. Either way, the choices made this weekend will ripple into training ground conversations at Barca, influence how minutes are managed in the coming month, and shape social media reaction across fan bases. Ferran Torres' presence in this debate matters because he brings a proven goal threat and an international record that managers can rely on in a crunch. With 21 goals in 49 appearances for the national side, his numbers speak to effectiveness and finishing quality, credentials that make him the obvious fallback if the coaching staff prefer caution over risk. That stat line and his club background underscore why De La Fuente's vote of confidence for Ferran feels significant. It's not just about filling a shirt, it's about choosing the profile of the attack in a match that could determine momentum in qualifying. Tactically, the selection is loaded. If Yamal is fit to start, Spain keeps that electric wide threat, direct runs, low crosses and unpredictable dribbling that can tear open defensive setup. If he's absent or used off the bench, the team may look more conventional up front, leaning on Ferran's knack for finding pockets and finishing chances centrally. That subtle shift would change how Turkey must approach the game and how Spain manage the opening 20 minutes. More width and high-tempo wing play if Yamal features, more structured, chance construction play if Ferran leads the line. The coach's last-minute decision is thus a tactical lever, not merely a personnel update. Beyond formations, there's the human side. A teenager playing through pain is a cinematic image that fans either romanticize or fear. Managers and medical staff see it much more clinically. They weigh long-term development, club commitments, and national duty. The modern calendar forces these trade-offs into the spotlight constantly, and when a big tournament on the horizon or award season is in the background, every choice acquires storylines beyond the 90 minutes on the pitch. Expect social media to explode with two narratives, those urging immediate action to seize momentum, and those advocating for caution because a career is longer than a qualifying match. So where does that leave us before kickoff? Watch the warm-up, watch the substitutes list, and watch for pre-match confirmations. They will tell you whether Spain will gamble on teenage brilliance or opt for experience and finishing prowess. Either way, the match with Turkey will reveal much more than 3 points. It will show how Spain balance youth and caution, how Barca manage a player whose star is rising, and whether a precautionary approach becomes the new norm for protecting football's youngest gems. The last-minute call will be the story of the day, and whatever the choice, it will be talked about long after the final whistle.